Here's an FBI shocker. Agent told boss Biden laptop could be Russian disinformation, but team knew otherwise. That's what I have for you today, so let's waste no time. Let's get into this. House Judiciary interview revealed that the FBI knew Hunter Biden laptop was real for a long time before it was portrayed by Biden camp and mainstream media as Russian disinformation. This is another example of the FBI's corruption and covering for Joe Biden. This is actually another 2020 election interference, that they hid this story until after the election was stolen. And yes, for you idiot liberals out there, there's plenty of proof out there that it was stolen. No judge will take it up because they're afraid that people were like you are going to tear up the country. Look it up. The FBI agent who ran the Bureau's Foreign Influence Task Force, the FITF, if you hear this again, during the 2020 election, admitted in congressional testimony that he advised his leadership that Hunter Biden's laptop could be part of a Russian disinformation campaign. Apparently unaware of his teams already knew that the FBI had obtained and corroborated that the computer is actually real. Retired FBI Special Agent Bradley Benavides' account to the House Judiciary Committee comes as Congress investigators gather mounting evidence that the government's early efforts to identify, block alleged misinformation in politics have been so haphazard as to inject inaccurate, speculative, or incomplete information themselves into the public domain. This is what they do. Just give the lame news media fake news just to brainwash you idiots, and you believe it. And this is what they've done with the Hunter Biden laptop. The FBI effort has drawn increased scrutiny because it works often as cited as a basis for censorship of news and opinion content on social media during the election. The perfect example is, like, the New York Times did not acknowledge the existence of the laptop until more than a year after the 2020 election. They knew it. That's along with the fake news media, Facebook, YouTube, all of them hid this information so the election could be stolen. That's election interference. Now, if you remember that there were 51 disgraced Intel officials who signed a letter stating that about the laptop. Now, so who were the disgraced and shamed Intel analysts and officials? Here's the list of the people who shouldn't have a job informing the public about anything or ever appear on a cable news network again. And I'm going to put all the lists up here so you can read them as we're going along with this. Documents recently released by Congress and 2 IRS whistleblowers show the FBI had determined that the laptop Hunter Biden abandoned at the Delaware repair shop that was handed over to agents under federal grand jury subpoena had been authenticated by the FBI as early as 2019, and that possibly the Russian disinformation on it was already ruled out by early 2020. This goes along with the Russian steel dossier that Hillary Clinton paid for to try to make up charges on Trump. This is all the Democrats know how to do. They lie, they cheat, they steal, so they can keep power to control the people. And if you idiots don't know any better than this, you better wake the hell up, because this is what's going on. In a historic ruling in July banning federal agencies from further censorship activity with big tech firms, Judge Terry Doherty of the United States District Court of Louisiana singled out the FBI Foreign Influence Task Force for behavior and that chilled the First Amendment's guarantee to free speech. A significant number of FBI officials from the FBI Foreign Influence Task Force also participated in regular meetings with social media platforms about disinformation. So the ones that are saying that we are putting out disinformation are the ones putting out the disinformation. Isn't that funny how that works? He added that the FBI included in the industry meetings and bilateral meetings received and forwarded alleged misinformation to social media companies and actually misled social media companies in regard to the Hunter Biden laptop story. The court finds this evidence demonstrative of significant encouragement by the FBI defendant. This is the kind of stuff that needs stopped. This is why they say that the FBI need disbanded. Well, they do, but they have to be reorganized because the FBI does do great work at protecting us from certain things that goes on that some of it we don't know about. They just stop like terrorists and stuff like that. CIA works out of the country or supposed to work out of the country, but the FBI does do a lot of work from protecting us within. Well, they need reorganized because they've lost track of all these terrorists that have crossed the southern border since the Biden administration stole the office. So it does need refixed. Christopher Wray's a lying piece of shit and needs to go. They need to get somebody in there that's straight up protective, keep politics out of it. They stay away from DC and all the politics. They need to do their job and focus on what's important, not protecting criminals of politicians like Biden and his crime syndicate family. So you guys let me know what you think. Leave some comments and questions below. You know I'll be watching all these stories and many others, so follow me on Rumble at Chasu, CHASU. Share my videos with your friends and family. Get the truth out there. That's what I'm giving you. Get these liberals to wake up. This is another reason why I say the election coming up in 2024 is so important. We've got to get the Democrats out of power everywhere. We can't get this country back the way it was. We were respected and not laughed at on the world stage like we are with this idiot Joe Biden. So if you've got any questions or comments, leave them below. As soon as I get some more information on this or any other thing, you know I'll get it out to you. So in the meantime, this is the Talking Point with the Country Conservative. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you next time.